In this video, we're going to create a Tim Burton snowman. You'll need a handout and a blank sheet of paper and a pencil. First, you'll pick a head for your snowman to draw. I chose to draw a circle. I drew the circle many times to get as much pencil on the paper as possible. You can even use the side of your pencil to help you get more of the color or the graphite from your pencil onto the paper. Shade as much as you can with your pencil around the outside, very lightly sketching around the outside of your head of your snowman. Once you get several lines drawn, use your finger to smudge the lines that you drew around the outside of your snowman's head. Once you do that, draw a smaller snowball that goes straight down from your snowman's head off the bottom of your paper. Draw or scribble a little bit of sketchy lines underneath your snowman's head. Don't worry about them looking messy. Just don't draw super hard, but don't worry about them being super messy because you're going to smudge these lines as well. Use the side of your pencil to help kind of color again some shadows in your snowman's body. Smudge with your finger until it looks smooth. Your snowman should look like it's round after you do that. Pick some eyeballs for your snowman that you want to do, and again, draw several sketchy lines for your snowman's eyes, and when you do that, smudge them as well. That'll make his eyes look kind of sunken into the snowman's face. Once you finish making the outside of the eyeballs, pick a nose to do. His nose should be small and skinny, and if your eyeball and your carrot overlap, make sure you erase the part of the eyeball that gets overlapped by the carrot. Add shadow to your snowman's nose by using some lines and some shading with your pencil. Add texture to your carrot as well. Use the side of your pencil to help shade where the carrot enters the snowman's snow on the face, so it looks like the carrot is sticking out of the snow. Draw a tiny mouth of your choice from the handout. Color the little rocks in with your pencil. Once you color them in, use your finger to help smudge each of the pebbles so it looks like the rocks are also pushed into the snow. Don't forget to add pupils and eyebrows if you want them. The next thing you can do is add a hat. I chose to do a top hat, but there's also a stocking cap. When I drew my top hat, I drew an oval for the base and then a square for the top. You're going to overlap part of your snowman's head, so you're going to have to do some erasing of your snowman's head as well. Sketch out the type of hat that you want on the top of your snowman and shade it accordingly. Each hat is shaded differently. Check the handout to see how you should shade and color in your hats. Don't forget to also smudge your hat to blend in some of those lines and add some shading and definition to it as well. Go back and trace over some of your lines to define them and darken them and make them more bolder. Once you get done with your hat, you can add some stick arms. The stick arms should be very simple and very skinny to match Tim Burton's style. Add some shading to those as well and some darkened lines here and there, and also shade where the stick enters into the snow so it looks like it's puncturing the snow. Same thing with the other arm. Draw a very simple hand and a stick for the arm. Draw some lines and some shading to add texture and color it in a little bit with your pencil. Don't forget to smudge a little bit where the stick enters the snow. After that, draw buttons, a scarf, or a tie if you would like from the handout, and make sure you shade those accordingly and however you would like them done, and smudge those too. The last thing you should do is add and darken some of your lines to make them a little bit more bold and stand out more, and then take an ultra fine Sharpie pen or skinny marker and trace over all the outlines of everything that you drew. Not necessarily the shading, just the outlines. Don't forget to sign your work, and you're finished.